Our public services are under attack. It's not just federal workers that are under attack. It's the agencies that keep our country running. Social Security, the Environmental Protection Agency, Veterans Health Care and Benefits, all of these things are under attack. And it's not about cutting waste. It's not about efficiency. It's about power. Trump and Musk and the rest of their billionaire friends want to gut public services, fire the workers that keep this country running. The plan is simple, right? You break the system, you force privatization and sell off our services to billionaires so they can make a profit while the rest of us are left to fend for ourselves. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about our power analysis and our strategy and how we can fight back, and then we're going to hear from a whole bunch of folks, federal workers, community allies, and supporters about this fight. So, first of all, cutting vital services like Social Security and Veterans Health Care is unpopular, right? We don't like that. People don't like that. They don't support it. And already in the first, just under 2 months of this administration, we've seen federal workers and community folks getting organized and fighting back. Showing up outside a Tesla dealership just down here, all across the country.
Yeah.
At town halls, at elected representatives' town halls across the country, and we've seen already the administration potentially, partially retreating a little bit, cutting back on some of the things they're doing, some of the more outrageous things. So it shows that they're vulnerable to losing public support. And if we can continue to generate that mass backlash, pressure Trump and Musk, and win the narrative, right, that, the public is against these cuts. They do not have a mandate for these cuts. We can win, right? So we need to go bigger.
Woo! Yeah!
We need to organize locally, town halls like this. We're organizing a rapid response network, and the way to do that, you go to go.savepublicservices.com, you sign up, and you're going to see some QR codes being handed out where you can sign up over there. She's handing out these things. You can sign up and be on the list. So we're going to hear from a bunch of speakers.
The melting pot that brought us together as Americans needs to be sustained. We need to keep diversity. We need one another. This nation was built on diversity. We need one another. Local 3172 is where we represent all of Northern California, Northern Nevada in our Social Security offices, 71 offices that are represented, but still we come together for every federal employee, every federal agency, all of us. We're not freeloaders, we're civil servants, and we've served our public. I've served it for 37 years. As civil servants, we sacrifice, oftentimes unappreciated. Now they're talking about us being freeloaders, I guess. But yet and still, that the services you give, the services we give through AFGE are vital to this nation. We built this nation with the middle class, and it's not going to be the aristocrats that take it over.
All right. Thank you so much, Sylvia.
We are sending a message that we demand a Congress that serves the people, not the billionaires. And I do want to share something here about those billionaires and when they brought down our financial markets by ripping off home buyers and ripping homes from families who sacrificed to buy them. 11 million homes lost in the blink of an eye at the touch of a keyboard. However, it was the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that came to the rescue and brought those 11 million foreclosures down to a couple 100,000 and sent back $21 billion to Americans that were ripped off. That's just an example example of the importance that the work that you do, no matter what agency you serve.
I think we need to really celebrate every little advance we make, okay? Because this is a long fight. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's going to be a long fight. So the first good news is, on Thursday, a federal judge ordered the administration to reinstate federal workers who were fired illegally. It's temporary. It's only for 14 days. But that's 200,000. If you weren't counting, it's 200,000 workers. Who's going to get back pay? Who's going to get health care? Who's going to get back to serving you? And this is huge. And in this moment, we need to celebrate victory. So I just want you to be able to feel that like people are getting back to work. And that's great. And that's because we've been out here fighting. So that's the good news. The first bad news is we can't count on Congress to save us. Not this current one anyway, right? And in case you were wondering, this current one is not going to save you, but you kind of knew that, right? Okay, so I just want to make that clear. All right, the second bad news is until about a month ago, you could go to the CFPB and the workers of CFPB could help you. Maybe you disputed a transaction on your credit card and they refused to believe you. Maybe a big bank opened a fake account in your name. Maybe a bank you've never even had an account with somehow was able to repossess your car. Maybe your student loan servicer collected money from you that you did not actually owe. Maybe you were struggling to repay your loans and your lender, instead of helping you, actually push you to refinance your loan over and over and over again on really high interest rates. Are you mad? You should be mad. Okay, these are the things that they're doing out there. And until a month ago, the workers of the CFPB could make them pay and make them pay a penalty. That's what we were able to do before. But I and most of my coworkers at the CFPB have been told not to work. We've been told not to help you. You should be mad. It's very bad. Our YouTube videos, which tell you about your rights to fix your credit report, to stop debt collectors from calling you, they've been taken down. The CFPB logo at our DC headquarters has been scraped off. It's scraped off the entrance. Our offices are close to us, close to the workers. We are told not to help you. So this is not about federal workers. So for years now, we have been demonized. Federal workers have been demonized, and our work has been trampled on. And especially in the last 2 months, Musk and his goons have been touting that what we do does not matter. The services that we provide do not matter. But do you know what they're really saying? What they're really saying is that the American public does not matter. They're saying that you do not matter. But you know what? We are here to tell you that you do matter. When your realtor steers you into the affiliate lender at your expense, that matters. When you lose money on your bank's payment app due to fraud that your bank could have protected you, that matters. You matter. And we want to work. We want to get back to work to serve you because you matter. So let us work. 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 If you are mad because they are acting like you don't matter, you should be. But you're also in very good company. There's a lot of mad people here today. And since Congress is not going to save us, it's up to us to get organized, right? To get involved. So since this whole thing happened, a lot of people have come up to us and have asked, what can we do? We want to do more. And I think that's right. That's the spirit. But you know what? Are you part of a church? Find the federal workers and the public sector workers in your church and ask how they're doing. Talk about solidarity as a value in your community. Does your workplace have a union? Join it. Or ask us about how to form one. And if you can't join a union, support workers' rights at your workplace. Because the tactics that Musk and his goons have been using to bust the federal unions are tactics that he and his billionaire friends have tried in the private sector, and they're going to continue to use them if we don't fight back. Are you part of a neighborhood group, a community-based organization, a PTA? If you're part of an organization, any organization, now is the time to get your group to do something about this moment. You need to get together with other people. Come to the rallies, but also get together with other people. If you're not part of a group, form one. Because this, as Michelle said, is the fight of our lives. So join our Rapid Response Network and get to work, because all of us matter.
Go to savepublicservices.com. We got Sol handing out some QR codes where you can scan that, go there and sign up. Basically what that will do is you will be in touch with us. You'll get all of the info from us about rallies that are happening, about turnout events, and you'll join our Rapid Response Network. So the idea is when there are cuts announced, when Donald Trump or the Secretary of the VA announced that there's going to be 80,000 job cuts at the Veterans Healthcare Administration, right? When they announce that they're going to fire park rangers, our national park rangers, right? When they announce that they're cutting staff at Social Security, or the Environmental Protection Agency, or the National Labor Relations Board, or any of our agencies that provide these critical public services for all Americans and everybody who lives in this country, that we can immediately turn out hundreds, thousands, millions of people, hopefully, right, to show up and say, no, we do not support the gutting of our public services. We do not support the billionaire takeover of our government, and we do not support Elon Musk and whatever his plans are for this country. So we need you to go to that website, savepublicservices.com, to spread that to everybody you know, so you can turn out for those things, and to keep turning out, to organize, to fight, to win, right? Because when we fight, when we fight, when we fight, when we fight. All right, thank you for coming out. We're going to be picnicking over there. And yeah, thank you so much. Take good care.